guys, what's up? It's Charity, and this is my second video so far. My first video you can go check out had to do with my journey with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and my arthritis, well, rheumatoid arthritis that I have now. So go check that one out if you haven't already. But for this video, I'm talking about the cardiogram that I got today. So I will preface this by saying that I don't know a lot about the actual cardiogram as far as what they're looking at, but what I can tell you is like what the process is like in case maybe you're getting one and you're a little nervous about it, don't know what it is. Also, I'll explain why I got one because it does have to do with my rheumatoid arthritis. So basically, I started having chest pains about 2 months ago, and it started on a Friday afternoon or evening. We picked up our little one, we brought him all upstairs, my kid, my boyfriend, and me, and a friend actually was coming up. We were supposed to drink some wine and I believe clean my apartment. However, when we all got up here and set everything down, I randomly started having this really sharp pain, and I say sharp, but it was more like almost like a fist, like kind of in my chest, but like a sharp pain with that kind of tight feeling. And it just out of nowhere happened, and it was so bad I like couldn't move. I had to sit on the couch, and like breathing hurt, laughing hurt, twisting hurt. I haven't had chest pain like this before. And that lasted all night. My friend just went home because we couldn't even enjoy doing anything. And basically, actually that's a lie. I forced myself to like go downstairs and go to Lowe's and buy this like styrofoam board because I was trying to set up my DIY YouTube channel also, and I really wanted to make the background for it, and I'm the type of person where I push myself too hard when I shouldn't. And so I barely made it back from that, and then got on the couch and did not move the rest of the night. My boyfriend had, his name's Connor, so Connor had a friend over. Luckily, my little one, his name is Finn, was in bed, but like he had to bring me things all night long because I like couldn't move because it was hurting so bad. Like I couldn't even like go to the bathroom and like bend down to sit down on the toilet. Like I couldn't move. So we kept trying to decide if I should go to the doctor like that night or wait until Saturday morning, and so we decided to wait till Saturday morning. And so I ended up, I couldn't sleep until probably like 3:30 in the morning. I had to prop up probably 6 or 7 pillows because laying down was making it worse. And so finally I took a bunch of like Tylenol and whatever I had, and I took some like melatonin or something to help me get sleepy, and I finally fell asleep for like 2 or 3 hours, and then it woke me up again around like 7 probably. When I woke up, it had gotten a little bit better, but as I got up out of bed, I started trying to like get breakfast ready for Finn. I started trying to like get him out of his crib. Like it just kept coming back and getting worse. So I basically nicknamed it a boob ultrasound or maybe a boobiogram. I haven't decided yet, but that's basically what it was. So I walked in, technically I ran in, I was 6 minutes late. It didn't make my chest feel any better, but I got there and they saw me, so that's all that matters. Anyways, and I went back, and the lady that was helping do this at first she could have been a little irritated that I was late maybe, or maybe she just was a little bit more standoffish at first or something, but I was like trying to jump in like with my personality, and it was like awkward at first. But anyways, she told me that it was going to take an hour, and that if I needed to pee, go pee, which I always need to pee like every 30 minutes, so of course I took up the opportunity. And then I went in there, and basically she started explaining a little bit of what she was going to do, and then gave me a hospital gown. And so pretty much I took everything off from the waist up, and then I put the gown on like backwards so that it could open if, you know, we needed it to. And basically I laid on my side, and it looked a lot like if you ever had a baby, how the ultrasound looks, where it has the gel and like the ultrasound wand that they press like against your skin. But baby pregnancy gel, they make sure it's warm for you. this was cold gel, right like up on your boob or like under your boob, beside your boob. It was all up in that area. I'm gonna get rid of that pillow. But yeah, so it was like all around, all up in that area. And but yeah, basically I laid on my side and she started looking all around my heart, around it, the lining, and then also just taking pictures of the different parts of my heart to make sure that they look okay as well. Now, in my case, they're looking most likely for either some fluid. If there's fluid in there, obviously that would be a problem. They're also looking for inflammation in the lining of the heart. And then, I don't know if she was actually looking for the entire lining, like of the chest cavity or not. I know she mentioned it, so maybe. But again, I don't know how to read the chart or any of that stuff. I don't know the results of mine yet. They're going to call me probably today or tomorrow. I know that they're going to be read today. And so basically she said if you don't hear from us or you don't get a phone call, you just get like a message, then that's good. That obviously they'd be calling if they saw something wrong. So far so good. It's been a couple hours. I haven't heard anything. But yeah, no news is good news. So that's how I'm going to look at it. Was it painful? No, it was cold. It was the only time it was painful is she was explaining to me the way that they do it when because there's a lot of pressure from the like wand, ultrasound wand thing. There's a lot of pressure placed, so it started making my ribs sore a little bit. But mine are already a little bit sore in general because of this pain. So it was just a little bit sore on the ribs. And she explained that the way that it works so that they could see the heart is when they press the wand against your ribs, they have to press it in a way that it kind of moves your ribs just the slightest bit so that it can see like through them, like see in between the ribs. So it was a little bit sore towards the end, but it wasn't anything scary or alarming. It was a little bit invasive, and the idea that, like, of course, you don't have a shirt on, and, you know, they give you, like, the gown, and they put a towel as well to try and give you that privacy, but, I mean, they are going to be out there. Like, you just can't help it. And it's funny because when I was younger, things like that used to really freak me out. You know, obviously, because when you're young, like, no one's seen any of that, you know, but like my mom kind of used to say, and, you know, I've had a baby now, you know, once you go through something like that, you kind of lose some of that worry about, like, things being seen, especially obviously, I'm talking about in the hospital setting. Now I feel a little bit more comfortable with doctors and, you know, because they're just there, like, that's their job, is just to be there and take care of even those parts of your body that might be uncomfortable to have seen. But she was very nice, very professional, you know, tried to keep the towel and everything on as much as possible. So it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't scary. And the only pain was just from, like, the pressure. And of course, she, like, breathe in and out and, like, hold my breath at different points. Like, breathe all my air out, hold, breathe again, and then sometimes breathe in and hold. And basically, it was just taking pictures from different perspectives of, like, how full your lungs were, basically. So, but yeah, it wasn't a big deal if you're having one and, like, you're anxious. Like, my sister gets really anxious about, like, doctor things. Don't worry, it wasn't a big deal. Also, you can always ask to have another person in the room. You know, you can take someone with you. You can ask to have just, like, I think they call them chaperones, but, like, if you want to have 2 nurses in there or something, you know, if it makes it less uncomfortable, definitely always ask. Don't be afraid to, you know, ask for anything like that. But overall, it was a fine experience. Technically, the lady doing the cardiogram just found out that she has RA as well, which I found kind of, like, not ironic, but, like, coincidental that that she would have just found that out and then seen me, but she probably sees a lot of people with RA anyways. I'm not sure. But anyways, so we talked about that. We kind of discussed things that she might run into in the future. I kind of told my story and all of that. And by the end of it, we were given hugs. So boobs and hugs is pretty much how it went. And it was not a bad experience. So feel like this was super TMI, but I feel like some people might, you know, have one coming up or might want to know how it works, and that is the perspective from the patient side of it. Anyways, now again, as far as what they were looking at, I mean, I knew that was my heart, and I knew like kind of what the different like atriums and different things were because I took the beginning of A&P multiple times. But anyways, but yeah, so that's how it was. It wasn't a big deal. Also, I'm posting a new DIY video this week if you care at all about that, so I'll have links to that as well. Check those out if you would like. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you've had to have one of these before, or if you've had similar chest pain and you know what's going on. If you know what's going on with what I said, or like if you have an idea, let me know in the comments below, because obviously I'm trying to get this figured out. And if they tell me that there's nothing wrong with my heart, then I don't know what this chest pain is. I'm thinking maybe it has to do with, like, maybe the RA is like also spreading to like the immobile joints, like the ones in my ribs. It could be like my actual ribs themselves, maybe. I don't know. Let a girl know. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. Let me know if there's any like RA related topics that you'd like me to cover. I'm considering vlogging about diet changes. I want to work on my diet a lot and try and see if I can reduce symptoms, reduce pain, and maybe one day like take less medication. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I really want to give it a shot. I just have a really hard time saying no to all of it because I eat fast food like a crazy person, and I drink my diet soda, and I eat I eat very badly. So it's gonna be a really, really big shift, a big change, and a big adjustment basically. But I really want to. I want to finally like better myself, try to live better and be happier and more energetic, because I'm really tired now that I switched from, well, I said that in the other video, but I'm on Cimzia now, and it's working pretty well. It's making psoriasis go away a little bit, but the pain of the actual RA isn't super covered, and I'm super fatigued all the time. Fatiguey? I call it fatiguey. I know that's stupid, but anyways. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Like the video if you liked it. Click subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when I do upload. And comment below with anything that you lovely people would like to say. Mwah. Bye.